Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share with you the cost of living in Taiwan. As some of you might know, I was born in Hong Kong and I grew up in Taiwan. And my parents, they live in Keelung right now, which is not very far away from Taipei. A little bit of information about Keelung. I think most of people, when they heard about Taiwan, they know Taipei City. Keelung is not that far from Taipei. It only takes a little under 30 minutes to drive from Keelung to Taipei on the highway. The housing price and the rent is much cheaper in Keelung than in Taipei. So a lot of people, they would choose to either buy a house or rent a place in Keelung and then commute to Taipei for work. And the same with my previous video. If you want to check that out, you can click on the top corner for that video. And so same with that video, I'm just going to break down the cost into 6 different categories: rent, utilities, transportation, groceries, eating out, and miscellaneous. The first one is rent. I don't live in Taiwan for the last 10 years. So I asked her for the answers for this video. And so thank you, Mom. So for the rent, in Taiwan, the space measurement is ping. 1 ping equals to 3.3 square meter. In Taipei, a 10 ping studio, that would be 33 square meter. And the rent is 15,000 Taiwan dollar. That's about 504 US dollar a month for a 33 square meter studio in Taipei City. So in Keelung, if you rent a 25 ping, that is 83 square meter apartment in Keelung, that would cost you 10,000 Taiwan dollar per month. And where do we find the rental information? There are several rental websites on the internet you can search for. There's also real estate agent. I'll put the link to some of the rental website in the description as well. So go check it out if you want to find rental information in Taiwan. The second one comes to the utility. For utility, there's water, electricity, satellite TV, Wi-Fi, gas, phone bills. So I'll include all the information here. The water bill comes every 2 months. And for my parents, they are retired now. So my brother, he doesn't really live with my parents. It's just my mom and my dad, 2 people living in their apartment. The water bill amount, you could take that into consideration, is for 2 people. So water bill comes every 2 months. It's about 500 to 600 Taiwan dollar for every 2 months. And for the electricity bill, also comes every 2 months. For my parents, it's about 3,000 Taiwan dollar for the summertime, 1,200 Taiwan dollar for the winter time, for every 2 months. I think that's because during the summertime, they would turn on the air conditioning, and we don't really have heater in the house in Taiwan. So during the winter time, it's not that cold in the winter for Taiwan. So I guess during the winter time, you don't really need to have like floor heating or wall heating like people do in the Europe or in the US. For the satellite TV channels, I remember we have like over 200 different channels on the TV when I was living in Taiwan. You could watch HBO, news, Japanese TV shows, etc. And so for the TV channels, my parents pay 600 Taiwan dollar per month. For the Wi-Fi, it's also 600 Taiwan dollar per month for the Wi-Fi. For the natural gas, for cooking, it's 1,200 Taiwan dollar per every 2 months. For the phone, my mom uses a plan with unlimited data because she already have a phone, so she doesn't include any phone in her phone plan, and that would be 400 Taiwan dollar per month for the unlimited data. Now it comes to the transportation. The bus fare, there's 1 zone and there's 2 zones. So 1 zone fare is usually 15 Taiwan dollar and 2 zone fare is 30 Taiwan dollar. And if you go to Taipei, they do have a metro system. Sometimes most of the time it's underground, but if you go into like say Taipei Zoo, they do have a line that is above ground. So it's fun to check them out. And for the Taipei metro system, the one long fare starts from 20 Taiwan dollar. And of course, if you go further, then the fare would go more expensive, more than 20 Taiwan dollar. And for the petrol, if you are driving in Taiwan like my parents do, obviously you have to take petrol, or we say gas. It's 30 Taiwan dollar per liter. And also there is taxi. If you're in Taipei or anywhere in Taiwan, you could also take a taxi. I think it starts from 75 Taiwan dollar to begin with, and then it goes up X amount every kilometer. I don't have the number. Yeah, but the starting fare for the taxi is 75 Taiwan dollar. If you love cooking, I mean, obviously Taiwan has so much good food and they're all really cheap, so you don't really have to cook by yourself if you do live in Taiwan. But if you do want to, you know, get a box of eggs at the supermarket, 12 eggs at the supermarket would be 70 Taiwan dollar, and 1 liter of milk, it's about 100 Taiwan dollar. 1 can of Coke, that would be 25 Taiwan dollar as well. And for eating out, Taiwan just have so much food. I miss the food in Taiwan. And I mean, come on, even if I go to 7-Eleven, I could live there just with the food they provided. The noodle and some side dish for 2 people would be around 300 Taiwan dollar. If you go to a nice fancy restaurant for 2 people, you could also spend from 4,000 Taiwan dollar to 8,000 Taiwan dollar. Wow. I mean, I got the numbers from my mom, so obviously she has some experience without me. Something you can know that there's no tip required. You don't have to pay tips if you eat in a restaurant in Taiwan. So whatever is on the bill is what you have to pay. However, some restaurants in the big cities, they would put on a 10% to 15% of the service charge on the bill. However, that's usually included on the menu price. So don't worry about that you have to pay extra. And then if you want to get a coffee at some coffee shops or even 7-Eleven, they provide fresh brewed coffee as well. A latte at 7-Eleven would cost 50 Taiwan dollar, and a latte at a coffee shop, you know, with the coffee art and the kind of fancy latte, that would be 70 to 100 Taiwan dollar. Depends what kind of coffee shop that you go to. And the miscellaneous, I can't really think about any miscellaneous item in this for Taiwan. So if you guys have any question, please leave a comment down below, and all the information that I mentioned in this video, I will also put them into an article on Medium. So I'll also include that link in the description as well. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. Bye!